So you've been following my shorts and getting depressed at the prospect of being a startup founder in the AI era. Because on the one hand, business models are getting simpler. Everyone's just making and selling tokens now. But on the other hand, the bar has never been higher to build a successful company. This news can be especially tough to hear if you're in your teens or early 20s and you feel like you were kind of born too late. Well, don't worry, because believe it or not, I know exactly how you feel because I was in the same situation during the dot-com era when the internet came of age. I had so much curiosity, which led to some great ideas at the time, except the only problem was I was 12. Okay, maybe my ideas weren't that good in retrospect, but it certainly felt like I was missing out on a generational gold rush, which, to be fair, I totally did. But that's nothing to worry about because then the mobile revolution happened, which I also missed out on because I was in college. And then by the time I could become a founder in 2015, I ended up attempting a SaaS business model in an industry at the exact time that it didn't really care for more SaaS. And of course, that industry was education technology. And so we had to camp out and survive for nearly a decade until we could finally catch the AI wave of the last few years. Our position in the industry meant that we were ready to go, and we were literally the first ones to see where LLMs were going and redesigned our entire business model around that reality. And boom, we're finally main characters in this gold rush, at least in our industry, which desperately needed automation amidst changing economic pressures. Right place, right time. But that's the thing, isn't it? What looks like the luck of the draw in each gold rush is actually just patient positioning ahead of time. Okay, sure, the few people who get lucky and parachute right into the peak of a monster wave are gonna be the ones we hear about, but believe me, the vast majority of success stories read more like mid-book plot twists than a perfect story from the start. So, what should you do instead? Well, every technological wave builds on the previous, and at this point, it's pretty clear that hardware in the form of robotics and biologics are right on the horizon. My prediction is that many companies that started in search of an LLM-based business model are actually positioning themselves well to pivot into the next two waves that are coming, each bigger than the next. There are so many world-changing visions yet to be articulated in hardware and biology, and so if you have time on your side, start looking there instead and leave the current gold rush to us millennial boomers.